Hey, this is Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, and you're listening to Alejandrosis. Be sure and see us in concert April 21st and April 22nd at the Movie Star Arena. Be there.
Megadeth llega a Bogotá y por partida doble el próximo domingo 21 y lunes 22 de abril en el Movistar Arena de Bogotá. Este sinónimo de thrash metal bien interpretado llega en el marco de su Crush the World Tour, con este par de fechas en las que los bogotanos de Perpetual Warfare serán los encargados de abrir. A manera de avance de lo que serán estos conciertos, Dave Mustaine, fundador del grupo, cantante y guitarrista, nos habló de lo feliz que lo tiene la actual alineación, 30 años del álbum Youthanasia y lo que podremos ver en próximos días en la capital. Sean ustedes bienvenidos. Muy bien, Megadeth regresa a la capital luego de 10 años de ausencia. Recordemos que su debut se produjo en el año 2000 en el Parque Simón Bolívar como parte de la gira de aquel polémico álbum llamado Risk. Luego hubo un par de pasos por el Teatro Royal Center, también un show en el Palacio de los Deportes en el año 2011. Y bueno, este par de presentaciones ahora en abril de 2024 serán las que más público convoquen, quizás con aquel momento en 2013 que Megadeth se encargó de abrirle a Black Sabbath. Perfecto, las boletas, ténganlo muy presente, para la primera fecha, es decir, el domingo 21 de abril, están agotadas, así que hay que ponerse las pilas con lo que será el lunes 22. Tengamos en cuenta la actual alineación de Megadeth, que cuenta con el fundador, guitarrista y cantante Dave Mustaine, acompañado en la batería por el señor Dirk Verbeuren. En el bajo aparece James Lomenzo y la incorporación más reciente a la banda es el guitarrista de origen finlandés Timo Mantisaari, quien tenía un pasado con el grupo de heavy metal Winter Sun. Ahí desde su hogar en Franklin, Tennessee, nos atendió Dave Mustaine. La primera pregunta tiene que ver con la pasión de los fans suramericanos, más precisamente de los colombianos, y toda esta expectativa con un reencuentro después de tantos años. Escuchémoslo.
Really fun to watch the competition between Colombia and Argentina and Chile, because when we first went down there, Chile and Argentina were fighting for who was the coolest metal town, and neither country really knew Megadeth very well other than what they'd heard on tapes or read in magazines. And when we went down there the first time and they saw us, it was kind of like the fans went, holy shit, this is real. And we ended up doing a 5-night stand in Argentina. That's where Aguante Megadeth was born. And it's actually 30 years ago to this trip. Yeah, 30 years ago was when Aguante was born.
En el año 2022 salió al mercado The Sick, The Dying and The Dead, el álbum más reciente de estudio de Megadeth. Una grabación que muestra la vigencia de este cuarteto de puro thrash metal. Queríamos preguntarle a Mustaine acerca de qué tanto de material nuevo vamos a apreciar en su concierto en Bogotá y qué tanto de sus grandes clásicos.
Well, it's hard to pick songs for a set list when you've got 16 albums worth of songs that the fans want to hear. There are some songs that are more popular than others, and we just have to listen to what information we're getting from our focus groups and look at the numbers that we've seen over time on what songs are the most popular in what areas. You know, we come out and we play a song, for example, we play Angry Again in Bogotá, and the fans don't know anything about that song. They don't know anything about Bill and Ted. They don't know anything about the movie. All they know is it's a song they've never heard before. And for all they know, it could have been this fucking Jingle Bells. And
Yeah.
Or you do something that they know, and you only do that. Now with 16 albums, you're only going to get those 16 songs off. Now, what about albums like he sells? You've got the title track, you've got Wake Up Dead, and you go to Rest in Peace, you've got Hanger, you've got Holy Wars, you've got Tornado. There's 5 songs right there from just 2 albums. Same thing with a bunch of the records with them loading up on different songs. So Far So Good, So What is another one. You've got Dawn Patrol, Poison Was the Cure, In My Darkest Hour. And you have a period from when Risk came out to about when 13 came out that those albums kind of got lost. Right now, ever since Dystopia, we've been really focused on what makes us happy, which is the old school metal riffing. We were pushed around and told what to do by management for so long, and by the record label for so long. It just, there were times I felt like giving up. In fact, when we did DVD in Argentina, that one night I was going down there to decide if I was going to ever play again because my arm had gotten hurt, and I was trying to get the band to reassemble, and there was just so much ugliness that was going on at the time between all 4 of us and our respective parties. It made it really unpleasant to talk music, and now it's so enjoyable to talk about. I talk to Timu and I say, "Hey Timu, we need to add a new song to the set." "Okay, what song?" "What? Okay, what song? Are you fucking kidding me? You know how much I had to beg for the last 30 fucking years to get any of the other guitar players to learn somebody else's solo, and here you come in and you just flail this stuff out like you're eating Rice Krispies? Come on, man." Okay. I am so excited and I can't wait for you to see this dude.
Les quiero contar que el primer álbum que escuché de Megadeth fue Youthanasia, que salió hace 30 años. Aún recuerdo los carteles con la señora mayor colgando bebés como si fuesen ropa en el campo, ahí junto a los afiches de los vallenateros y los 14 cañonazos en algunas discotiendas de la capital. Bueno, pasa el tiempo y no desaproveché la oportunidad para preguntarle a Mustaine si está de acuerdo que este fue el trabajo que los estableció internacionalmente y que los mantuvo ahí como punta de lanza del metal en la década de los 90.
Yeah, Youthanasia was one of those records that came out in '94, and it was immediately certified platinum when it came out. So that was the first time that happened for us. It wasn't our first platinum record, but it was the first one that it came out of the box platinum. And that was a great accomplishment for us, but there was also some stuff going on that record that I was unhappy about. The producer that we were using, Max Norman, thought that we should slow all the songs down to 120 beats per minute. So if you get a metronome and you listen to those songs, they're all really slow. And I didn't want to have any part with that. And at the end of the record, that was the end of our production team. I believe when you do something together, you have to make compromises, but that was just too much. We're a metal band. We can't have everything have 120 beats per minute. It's obvious that that's a radio tempo.
Okay, and you maybe will play something of Youthanasia here in Bogotá?
Yeah, we usually play it to Le Monde. If it's the anniversary for any specific records, whenever we're on tour, if it's an anniversary, we try and we'll do an entire concert where we play the record entirely. But you know, sometimes when you do that, it makes the pacing of the show really suspect. It's not very cool because, you know, sequencing for a record is climactic by itself. So you start a concert, you want to have a really explosive opening, and then go through the the different layers of excitement and then try and climax in the end. So how do you put, you've got a big process of something building up at the end, and you do the same exact thing right in the middle.
Yes.
It's confusing and it doesn't work very well.
Una de las grandes noticias del año pasado fue cuando Marty Friedman, el guitarrista que vive hace muchos años en Japón, volvió a Megadeth, al menos para dos presentaciones especiales, una en el auditorio Budokan de Tokio y también una aparición muy especial en el festival alemán de Wacken. Acerca de este reencuentro con un viejo amigo y uno de los integrantes más queridos en la historia del grupo, esto cuenta Dave Mustaine.
It was very familiar, and Marty is a sweet, sweet man. He's a very teeny little dude, but he's like that saying, dynamite comes in small packages, right? Marty may be small, but he's fucking mighty. And when we were playing together, there was a time where he came over and he leaned next to me and I kind of leaned next to him. And it was just so natural because we had done that for so many years. And it just felt great. I love him and I wish him the very best in everything that he does. I think it would be fun if we were able to do stuff like that in the future for us. I don't want to do it too much because I think that it'll become like a circus. You know, and there are certain people that we did play with over the past that they're alumni and I love them and respect them, but I don't think it would be good for us to play with some of them because I don't know that they are still playing or if they would even remember the different tracks.
Last year we learned about the departure of Mr. Kiko Loureiro. He's from Brazil, brother country of Colombia, and it's an Latin idol in heavy metal. Can you tell us more about the departure if you want, and what can you tell us about the replacement, Mr. Teemu Mantisari?
Well, I can tell you that Kiko leaving was bittersweet. Kiko is a really good dad, and he loves his family, and he also loves his craft. He's a wonderful guitar player. And he's been a good friend to me and to Megadeth fans and the band. And we found out that Kiko was having stress and strain on his family being away so much. And we knew that it wasn't going to get any better. It was just going to be more shows and more time away from home right now. And you know, he's got 3 little ones. So formidable years, he needs to be there. We all agreed and said that, you know, we're going to bring in an understudy. Teemu came in and helped us for a little while, and then we realized that this is probably the best thing is for us to stick with Teemu and, you know, step aside and go back and take care of your little ones until everything's okay. And so Teemu is a monster. He is the guy I've been looking for a very long time. I asked him to learn a song, he learns it. I ask him to learn a solo, he learns it. I ask him to learn a vocal part, he learns it. And he has a really great right hand. It's very intelligent. It's a lot like mine. And I love watching him play and I love watching him learn because he learns as fast as anybody else could, and it's made me really interested in my craft again. I can tell you I was not really looking at guitar like something that I needed to make part of my day every single day, you know. Sometimes I would set the guitar down and I wouldn't touch it for a couple days. Ever since Teemu came in, I'm ready. I'm ready to warm up, I'm ready to practice, I'm ready to go over the solos, and I'm ready to fucking rip.
Extraordinario, la palabra ahí del capitán de la nave. No olviden, domingo 21 las entradas están agotadas. Lunes 22 estoy seguro que también va a haber una alta audiencia. Agradezco al señor Miguel Santa Coloma y al equipo de Páramo Presenta por este contacto para tener a este músico tan especial como invitado. Y a ustedes quiero recordarles que Alejandrosis también se encuentra en las diferentes redes sociales: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, en fin, TikTok. Recientemente abrimos también un espacio allí. Mi nombre es Alejandro Bonilla, es un gusto compartir con ustedes. Nos vemos ahí en Megadeth. Hasta pronto.